Okay, guys. I can't believe this. I'm wandering around in the woods. I think this is my third or fourth pass in this area. I have no sense of direction right now. Every time I think that I'm getting out, I just keep getting back in, like vivarium. I cannot get out of this. If only I had some sort of beacon or structure or some sort of I don't know. I just get the feeling that if something were being built that I could just follow, I could make it. And it's getting hot. The sun's coming out. I don't know how much longer I can go on. If only I had something to point myself towards, like the North Star. But I had no North Star. The Lone Star stayed here. Not now. Not now. This is Mr. Dave's Outdoors Adventures. Good day. Oh my gosh, we have a great hike planned for you guys today. We're at Balcones Canyonlands National Wildlife Refuge over here in Lago Vista, Texas. And wow, I just got to the parking lot. One other hiker in, so I'm giving them some space. I'm going to hit a few trails today. I'll point that out in a few minutes, but it is already a beautiful place to see. The sights are amazing. It's about 6:45 in the morning, so the temperature's in the mid 70s right now. We are entering into summer, so I do expect it to get pretty hot today, in the high 90s, I believe. Hopefully we're going to be done with the trail before it gets too hot. But anyway, again, welcome. Glad you're with me this morning. Stick around. Got a lot of good stuff to show you. Okay, as you can see, pretty much self-explanatory here. We're going to hit the Quarry Canyon Trail all the way over to the Vista Knoll Trail. We're going to take the loop and then keep going up to the Ridgeline Trail all the way. We're going to see the sun deck, probably have some lunch over there, and then come back along the other side of the Ridgeline Trail to the Cactus Rocks Trail, down to the Boulder Trail, and back out. That's the plan. Pretty ambitious. Oh, here's the mileage. So it looks a lot farther than it actually is. So it'll probably go just over 3 miles, give or take. There's one, 2, 3, maybe 4 miles today in total. So not too bad. Not too bad. Again, we're here. I'm going to check in a little later, and let's go see what we see. Okay, this trail here is where I'll be coming out at, and thankfully once I get out here I stop very long, because I know by the time I get down here I'll probably be hot, and hopefully be in good spirits, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, first impressions. Pretty cool place. Reminds me of really walking through some of the mountain trails. Plenty of shade, which I have a feeling I'm going to really come to relish later on after it gets hot. Trail's not too bad. Quarry Canyon Trail. Has some ups and downs, but I probably personally rate it, so far at least, as moderate, just because of the ups and downs. So, all right, let's press on ahead, shall we? I think I'm gonna end up somewhere up there eventually. Oh, we'll see. Sun is starting to come out, be a little bit more prevalent. Oh, pretty soon be a little bit higher in the sky, obviously. Duh. Okay, had to step aside off the trail for a minute. I'll give right away to a trail runner who's moving pretty good too, and you can see maybe I am perspiring now. It's still very cool. It's not even hot yet, so could have misspoke about the level of difficulty on this hike. Hit some switchbacks, gaining some elevation, and also is a bit rocky, so I do have to really pay attention to where I'm stepping. But I think this is going to be the hardest part of the trail. Let's hope, because I'm feeling it. I did bring some water, a lot of water. So we go through that soon. I had my first water break, and that was much needed. Even though it's not hot yet, coming up that part of the trail, that really took a lot out of me. Plus, I haven't been out on the trails for a while. I'm getting followed by bugs. And so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. Oh, look at this. This is gonna be my original resting spot. But I finished the quarry canyon trail, and now on to the Vista Knoll Trail. Vista Knoll Trail. Take the loop that way, and then when it comes out that way, I'm going up the, there's another trail that goes that way. So, here we go. That's a trail runner. Come on. You can tell he does that a lot. He's just motoring. But yeah, so the other trail after the Vista Knoll Trail, I believe, get my trusty map out, I believe that's going to be the Ridgeline Trail. We'll take the Ridgeline Trail up to the overlook, and then we'll get, we'll stop for a break there, and then head on out to the Cactus Trail, and then down the Boulder Trail and back. So, wow, this has been quite the hike so far. Hope you're enjoying it, as strenuous as it is. I am too. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, I said this way. You can see out over the, we are a little ways up here. Still, the bugs are starting to gather. Okay. Still walking along the Vista Knoll Trail, and it just occurred to me, although it's a little too cool right now, but it is the summertime, so I would imagine there are snakes in the area. So when you're out on the trail, at least especially for beginners like me, really think it's important not to take anything for granted where you're walking, where you're stepping, where you're placing your hands, if you sit down, where you sit. That all matters, because again, one wrong move really turns an adventure into an ordeal. That's what you don't want. You know, it's just really amazing how nature and development can coexist. You know, I feel like way back in here, but just looking over like the traffic and the road, the building down there, probably houses, who knows, but it just shows that you know, if it's planned properly, you know, it doesn't have to be like a concrete jungle all the time, and yet you don't have to go miles in the middle of nowhere to get to the middle of nowhere. At least that's how I feel. Pretty cool feeling. Anyway, continuing on the Vista Knoll Trail loop. It's a loop, like a half a mile, and I'm on the other side of where we started. And a lot of shade I'm thankful for. Hopefully the shade will continue. From what I've seen, you know, videos and doing some research, there is shade throughout the trail. I've been out here almost an hour now and almost completed my second trail, going on to the third. That's the Ridgeline Trail. I think that's one of the longer ones. But I don't think that particular trail was as strenuous as the Quarry Canyon Trail. That did prove to be a run for my money there, for sure. But again, you know, that's the whole nature of the business. You get out here, get out in nature, do something, be active. And you know, again, if I can do it, boy oh boy, anyone can do it. That's for sure. And as strenuous as it gets, or you know, when it gets sore, or the trail gets really tough, I really start to sweat, I can tell. You know, I still enjoy every moment, because you know, the alternative is sitting on the couch, right? And you sit on the couch, you don't get to see this, at least not in real life, and there's a big difference. Wow, let's take a look at these views. Even with the road in the foreground there, and the construction going on there, just look how green and how wooded and foresty. Foresty is a word, but I'm gonna make that one up. Foresty it is. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, I saw this in one of the videos I watched, but I didn't think it actually existed still. I don't know how old it was, but check this out. The desk. Nice little viewing area. You can look out over the valley. I think might be a cool time to take a water break. Okay, so finishing my water break, and we're still on the Vista Knoll Trail, but we'll say that we're going to be going that way and ultimately up that way. That's going to be the Ridgeline Trail, I believe. It's going to be right up there. And so that particular trail is 1.2 miles. It's probably going to be the longest trail that I'm going to take. Although the Cactus Rocks Trail is a little bit longer, but that's like a loop, and I'm only doing half of that before I get to the Boulder Trail. So end of the Ridgeline Trail, that is going to be the overlook, and I'm super excited to see what's out there and to see how that looks. I think you get a good view of Lake Travis, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna press on. Oh, it is, you say, I've been out here just over an hour now on the trail. It's still not quite hot yet, probably still in the 70s. I think the next hour or so it's going to climb into the 80s. So I'm really hoping that there's going to be shade throughout the trail, because although I'm on this side, the left side of the hills, I'm not getting a lot of sun. I know I'm going to be coming back on the right side, so I think I'll be getting a lot more sun there. So hopefully the shade holds true. So we'll see. Okay, leaving the Vista Trail and heading out to the Ridgeline Trail. Let's see, should be a sign up here at some point. Still feeling pretty good. Feeling good's good enough, huh? All right, Vista Trail. Okay, so officially ended the Vista Trail. Came up that way, this way, and then this is where it transitions to the Ridgeline Trail. Back that way, that's the Cactus Rock Trail. And parking. We're not going that way. We're gonna do the Ridgeline, and then we're gonna hit the Cactus Rocks Trail on the other side. So again, heading off to the Ridgeline Trail. Let's see what we see. Looks like plenty of shade. Yes, elite. Okay, I just came from this direction here on the Ridgeline Trail. I'll be heading back that way. But before we do, right in the sun, before we do, we're going to head over to the sunset deck. That is the, I guess the observation, the viewing area. And that's where we'll have another stop, rest, before we make our way back. Whew. Like a fool, I'm standing right in the sun. I take a couple steps to the left, and then now I'm in the shade. Oh my gosh, this trail, yeah, it's no joke. It's no joke. A lot of walking. Again, probably should not wear light gray. It looks like I just jumped in a lake. TMI. Anyway, we'll see what we see up there. Okay, stick around. Alright, looks like we're reaching the sunset deck, and I'll see what kind of views are out this way. I don't get the feeling that let's see, like Travis on this side, unless I'm really mixed up. Wow. Oh wait, yeah, maybe. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, well, isn't that something? All right, so we made it about halfway through our hike. We're at the sunset deck, and hopefully you can see some of those views behind me. This looks like it's going to be a really, really great spot to take a break. We're going to get a snack, rehydrate, all the necessities that come along with a trek like this. So not too bad as far as time goes. Just over an hour and a half in, and don't know what the second half is going to bring, but if it's anything like this first half, just soak it in. This is fantastic. Okay, so what hike wouldn't be complete if we didn't have any wise words from Mr. Bob Ross? Let's get crazy. All right, now we're leaving the observation of the sunset deck. I feel like that's a cruise term, sunset deck. Anyway, pretty cool views. And now heading back down toward the back down the Ridgeline Trail. We're going to make our way on the left side to the that cactus trail, cactus something trail, cactus rocks trail, and so we're going to make our way down that off to the left, and then I'm going to go all the way down to where that meets up with the Boulder Trail, and then the Boulder Trail back to the Quarry Trail and on out. The cool thing is, once we get there, it's home stretch because it's not that far to the parking area. Oh man, see what this side of the trail brings. Ha, this is awesome. Okay, so we just finished the Ridgeline Trail. That's the way we came. Here's the Cactus Rocks Trail. So we either go this way or that way. And I think, according to my map, yeah, that'll take us back. We want to go that way. Yeah, and around. That'll take us to the Boulder Trail. All right, cool. Cactus rocks. Here we come. See what kind of cactus rocks we see. This is awesome. Oh, by the way, been out here just over 2 hours now, and heading off. This is definitely left side. I'm getting way more sun, and it is warming up quite a bit. I can feel it. I hope the shade holds true this last stretch. So, all right, we'll see. You know, even though I got out here pretty early, just after sunrise, and being out a couple of hours on the trail, there are surprisingly a lot of people out on the trail. Not the busiest trail I've seen, but there's enough. There's been some trails that it's just been me, and nope, I keep passing people, and they're out doing their bird watching and things like that. Although I think they're gonna have to be pretty patient today. Although I hear some birds, I've only seen just a couple, but I'm sure if you get the good spot, you're quiet, you're not like lumbering like me, they'll be around. All right, onward. Okay, so as you guys remember, we started here. We went all this way, went here, this way, then this way. There's that sunset deck. And we came back down this way to the Cactus Rocks Trail. All this way. This is where we're at right here. We're gonna go back in this way and continue the trail. Take the Boulder Trail and then out. If all's well, we're gonna celebrate. Yes. Wow, this has been a great trip, great journey. But yeah, you could see like one of the parking areas, there's a lot of cars, there's a lot of people walking around here. And people getting out in nature. That's good. That's a good thing. That's what it's all about. That's why they have these places, and I'm so thankful that these places exist. Now on this side of the trail, you don't really get the road or anything like that. So this makes it even feel more out in the middle of nowhere. But you could still hear the cars like way off in the distance, and it sounds kind of cool. Bam. All right, Cactus Trail that way. Boulder Trail that way. That's us. This trail also rated as difficult, so we went difficult in, difficult out. And as I thought the first part, that Quarry Canyon Trail was moderate, and then I switched it up about halfway through. I'm not saying this is going to be moderate at all. Maybe I'm pleasantly surprised, but I'm going to look at this as challenging all the way. Okay, still progressing down the Boulder Trail. And even though it's been downhill, it's still been murder on the knees. So I have to really be careful where I step. Don't take that for granted. Because if you do fall here, I mean, you could really go down and take a bad tumble. Not good. Not good at all. Oh, all right. There was one part of that trail where I had to put the camera in my pocket because I actually had to go down a couple of rocks, and I didn't want to fall, so I had to use both my hands. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Continuing on downhill. So there's the church we saw on the map right there, and getting back into civilization. So this trail is a short trail, so it's going to hook up with the Quarry Canyon Trail, I think, sooner rather than later. And then we just shoot on out. Oh, let's see. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Guess what? This is it. We made it. Boulder Trail we just came from. That way. That way. Amazing. Quarry Canyon Trail. Earlier this morning, a few hours ago, we were headed up that way. That's where we hit. And there's the quarry. And we just head back down that way, around to the parking lot, and done. All right, we are coming down to the tail end of this hike, and Balcones Canyonlands National Wildlife Refuge, and it has been a fantastic hike. Had a little bit of everything, ups and downs on the hills, difficult trails, moderate trails, some easy paths, great views, a lot of shade, thank goodness, all around fantastic. So if you can ever get out here, you won't be disappointed. I think I say that on all my hikes, but you won't be disappointed. Get out here, Balcones Canyonlands National Wildlife Refuge. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would be really cool if you subscribe. I'm Mr. Dave from Mr. Dave's Outdoors Adventures. Get outside, be adventurous.